enthalpies for different types of reaction. What are the different types mean? First one is the standard enthalpy of combustion, then enthalpy of atomization, then bond enthalpy, lattice enthalpy, enthalpy of solution, like this. So these are the enthalpies for different types of the reaction. First we will discuss the standard enthalpy of combustion. The symbol is delta H naught C, that subscript C. This indicates change in the standard enthalpy of combustion. Now the combustion reactions are usually exothermic in nature. Here the standard enthalpy of combustion is usually defined as enthalpy change per mole of a substance when it undergoes combustion and all the reactants and products being their standard state at that specified temperature. So here the cooking gas, cooking gas cylinder is what? Butane gas. They contains mostly butanes. During the complete combustion, 1 mole of a butane, that is 2658 kilojoule of heat is released. So this is the equation. Butane gas react with oxygen 13/2 moles of oxygen gas to form 4 moles of carbon dioxide and 5 moles of water molecule. So the combustion standard enthalpy of combustion is minus 2658.0 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, in glucose, that is combustion of glucose gives out minus 2802.0 kilojoule per mole. That is that mole of heat. So for which the overall equation is like this: glucose react with gas, that is glucose gas react with 6 moles of oxygen gas to form 6 moles of carbon dioxide gas and 6 moles of water molecule. Then our body also generate energy from food by the same overall process as combustion. So although the final products are produced after a series of complex biochemical reactions involving enzymes. Next is a enthalpy of atomization. The symbol is delta A H naught. This is enthalpy of atomization. See, look at this example reaction for this hydrogen gas to produce 2H gas, that is 2 hydrogen atom. Here the enthalpy of atomization is 435.0 kilojoule per mole. Here you can see that the hydrogen atoms are formed by the breaking of the H2 bond, HH bond in the dihydrogen. So the enthalpy change is the process is known as the enthalpy of atomization. The symbol is delta H naught A. It is the enthalpy change on breaking 1 mole of bond completely to obtain atoms in the gas phase. Look at this. See, completely in the gas phase. In case of the diatomic molecules dioxygen, dihydrogen, like this, the enthalpy of atomization also the bond dissociation enthalpy. Then the other example like methane, CH4 gas, methane gas to undergoes enthalpy of atomization to gives carbon gas and 4 moles of hydrogen gas. Here the bond enthalpy of atomization is standard enthalpy of atomization is 108.4 kilojoule per mole. Then here the products, look at this product. The products are only atoms of carbon and hydrogen in gaseous phase. Look at this. In metal, sodium Na, solid metal to gives sodium gas. So this enthalpy of atomization, the delta H naught mean here sorry, This is the 108. This is 108. I think yes. This is 108.4 kilojoule per mole, and this for methane gases 1665 kilojoule per mole. Okay, just change this value. So the enthalpy of atomization same in the enthalpy of sublimation. Okay, then bond enthalpy. The bond enthalpy symbol is delta. Let's write bond H naught. So this indicates bond enthalpy. The symbol is like this, delta subscript bond H naught. So the chemical reaction involves the breaking and making of chemical bonds. So energy is required to break a bond, and energy is released when a bond is formed. So it is possible to relate heat of reaction to changes in energy associated with breaking and making of chemical bonds. With the reference to the enthalpy change associated with chemical bonds, the two different terms are used in thermodynamics principle. There is bond dissociation enthalpy. First one is bond dissociation enthalpy. Second one is mean bond enthalpy. See, we can discuss about the diatomic and the polyatomic molecule. First, diatomic molecule. For diatomic molecule, there is 1 mole of dihydrogen to broken like this, H2 gas to produce 2 hydrogen atom gas. So here delta H, this is the bond broken. This is the bond enthalpy is 435.0 kilojoule per mole. This is for diatomic molecule. The enthalpy change involved in this process, the bond dissociation enthalpy, this is the hydrogen bond. The bond dissociation enthalpy is the change in the enthalpy when 1 mole of covalent bond. So this is the 1 mole of covalent bond, so gaseous covalent compound is broken to the form products in the gaseous phase. So look at this gaseous phase. So the same enthalpy of atomization of the dihydrogen. This is true for all diatomic molecules. Example, chlorine gas Cl2 gas to produce 2Cl gas. Here Cl H delta Cl H naught is equal to 242 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, diatomic molecule like oxygen gas to produce 2O gas, that is here the bond oxygen double bond O double bond O delta H naught is equal to 428 kilojoule per mole, the unit. So in this case of the polyatomic molecule, the bond dissociation enthalpy is different for the different bonds within the same molecule. We will see the polyatomic molecule now. Like polyatomic molecule, consider the example of methane. The overall the thermochemical equation for its atomization reaction is what? CH4 gas gives C gas plus 4H gas. So this is enthalpy of atomization. The value is 1665 kilojoule per mole. So here in methane, all 4 CH bond. This having the they have all 4 CH bond means like this. So all 4 CH bond are identical in the bond length and energy. So however, the energy is required to break the individual CH bond like this. The individual CH bond. So in each successive steps are differ. Look this. The CH4 gas CH3 gas plus H gas, the bond dissociation and bond enthalpy is plus 427 kilojoule per mole. Again, the CH3 gas dissociate into like bond CH2 gas plus H. Then the bond dissociation enthalpy is plus 439 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, CH2 gas to gives CH gas and H gas. The bond enthalpy is plus 452 kilojoule per mole. Then CH gas to dissociate like C gas and H gas. So the bond enthalpy is plus 347 kilojoule per mole. So therefore, adding of this value, the bond enthalpy value, will get the atomization bond atomization enthalpy of atomization. So the value is what? 1665 kilojoule per mole, same as this. Okay, so in such case we use mean bond enthalpy of the CH bond. Okay, then for example, the methane. Here the bond dissociate like this. CH bond enthalpy is we can calculate like this. This is CH enthalpy is 1 divided by 4, because CH4 1 divided by 4, and the 4 steps are coming here, into 1665 kilojoule per mole. So we will get the value is approximately 416 kilojoule per mole. So we find the mean CH, this CH bond enthalpy in the methane is what? 416 kilojoule per mole. It has been found that the mean CH bond, that is enthalpies, differ slightly from the compound to compound. Okay, as in ethyl chloride C2H5 Cl and CH3NO2 methyl nitrate, like this. So, but it does not differ in a great deal. Okay, using as a Hess law, bond enthalpies can be calculated. Okay, then the reaction enthalpies are very important quantities, as these arise from the changes that accompany the breaking of old bonds and the formation of the new bond. So we can predict the enthalpy of a reaction in gas phase if we know the different bond enthalpies. So the standard enthalpy of a reaction, that is standard enthalpy of a reaction, is related to bond enthalpy of the reactant and the product in the gas phase reaction. So the bond enthalpy of a reaction is equal to summation of bond enthalpies like this is reactant, just like put like this, minus summation of bond enthalpies product. So this is the relationship is the particularly more useful when the required value of enthalpy of formation, standard enthalpy of formation. So so that's mean the formation delta F H naught is not available means. So the net enthalpy change of the reaction is amount of energy required to break all the bonds in the reactant molecules minus the amount of energy required to break all the bonds in the product molecules. So this is the relationship is approximate and the valid when all substance, that is reactant and the product in the reactions are in the gaseous state only. Then next is the enthalpy of solution. The symbol as SOLH naught. So enthalpy of solution. Enthalpy of solution, the symbol is like this. So enthalpy of solution of a substance is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of it dissolves in a specified amount of solvent. So the enthalpy of solution at infinite dilution is the enthalpy change observed on dissolving the substance in an infinite amount of the solvent when the interactions between the ions ions are negligible. That means the solute molecules. When an ionic compound dissolves in a solvent, the ions leave their ordered position like this, ordered positions on the crystal lattice. So these are now more free in the solution. So but solvation of these ions also occurs at the same time. So this is, look at this, AB solid gives the dissociate into A plus aqueous and B minus aqueous. For lattice enthalpy, look at this, A plus gas and B minus gas. Here the aqueous state, here the gaseous state. So this is the hydration enthalpy and like this. So this is the again on hydration enthalpy you will get A plus aqueous and B minus aqueous. So here the enthalpy of the solution, that is AB in water, therefore the determined with the selective values in the lattice enthalpy and the enthalpy of hydration ion like this. Then usually the formula is enthalpy of solution is equal to lattice enthalpy plus hydration enthalpy. So the most ionic compound like this, this value is positive and then dissociation process is endothermic. So therefore the solubility of the most salt in water increase with rise of temperature. So if the lattice enthalpy is very high, the dissociation of the compound may not take place at all. Okay, then lattice enthalpy. Lattice enthalpy. The lattice enthalpy in an ionic compound is enthalpy change which occurs when 1 mole of an ionic compound dissociate into its ions in gaseous state. For example, so look at this reaction, Na plus Cl minus solid. This is the ionic compound to dissociate Na plus gas and Cl minus gas. So here the lattice enthalpy is plus 788 kilojoule per mole. So since it is impossible to determine the lattice enthalpies directly by experiment, so we use an indirect method where we construct an enthalpy diagram is called Born-Haber cycle diagram. So this is enthalpy diagram for lattice enthalpy of NaCl. Now calculate, we can calculate the lattice enthalpy of NaCl by the following steps. First step, look at here, the Na, sodium solid to convert sodium gas. So this means sublimation of sodium metal. So here the delta H sublimation, the enthalpy sublimation enthalpy is 108.4 kilojoule per mole. Then the second step, here the sodium gas to dissociate, that means sodium ion, that means oxidizes. So here the ionizations of the sodium atom, so the ionization enthalpy will be Na plus and the electron, one electron loss, that is electron gas. Here also gaseous state. So here the ionization enthalpy delta I H naught is equal 496 kilojoule per mole. Then chlorine, look at the chlorine, half moles of chlorine Cl2 gas here. Then the half moles of chlorine gas to dissociate, that is Cl gas. So the dissociation of the chlorine, the reaction enthalpy is half the bond dissociation enthalpy. So that here half delta bond, so there is bond dissociation enthalpy is equal 121 kilojoule per mole. Then the fourth step is chlorine gas, that is Cl gas, plus electron gain enthalpy. So one electron gains, that is electron gas, gives Cl minus gas. Here the electron gain gained by the chlorine atom. So the electron gain enthalpy is what? Delta Eg, electron gain enthalpy. This indicates electron gain enthalpy, so that this is minus 348.6 kilojoule per mole. So we have learned about the ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy in periodic elements. So in this fact, these terms have been taken from the thermodynamics. Then the fifth one I will write here. The fifth one is the sodium gas, Na plus gas, and the Cl minus gas gives Na plus and Cl minus solid. So the sequence of the step, look at this diagram. This is the sequence of the step. It is known as Born-Haber cycle. So the importance of the cycle is that the sum of the enthalpy change around the cycle is 0. Applying Hess law, we get, so applying Hess law, I will write here delta H, that is lattice, is equal all the values, that is 4112 plus 108.4 plus 121 plus 496 minus 348.6. So the delta enthalpy, lattice enthalpy is plus 788 kilojoule per mole. So NaCl solid gives Na plus gas and Cl minus gas. So the internal energy smaller by 2 RT because of the number of moles of the gaseous product is 2 because of the dissociation. That's equals to what? Plus 783 kilojoule per mole. Now we use the value of the lattice enthalpy to calculate the solution from the expression. So that the expression is what? Right here. The solution enthalpy of solution is equal to lattice enthalpy plus hydration enthalpy. So the value is what? 7 for sodium chloride. That is 1 mole of the sodium chloride solid. So here 788 minus 784 kilojoule. So from the literature like this, so you will get plus 4 kilojoule per mole. So this is dissolution of sodium chloride solid is accompanied by the very little heat change. Then next class we will discuss spontaneity.